Hello everyone, Storm Team Meteorologist Sarah Canty here. We're going to let a few people join us and get right into it on the updates on Tropical Storm Gordon that is right now in the Gulf and continues to gain strength. Now, when you're looking at it on radar, it's not looking all that organized. We're not seeing a clear center or an eye, and that's because this is just a tropical storm right now, and it is moving very quickly. It's moving at about 15 miles per hour, slowed down just a bit from 17 miles per hour earlier this morning, but that's fast for a hurricane. A lot of times we can see, or a tropical system, a lot of times we can see these systems moving at 5 miles per hour or even stationary. So 15 miles per hour is definitely stronger, and that's going to play a lot of an impact on how quickly this can strengthen, because there's not a lot of time before this interacts with land, and that's why the system is only potentially going to be a Category 1 storm. I know I say only, it's still going to have drastic impacts along the Gulf Coast, but this could be a whole lot worse if this was allowed to sit in the warm waters of the Gulf over a long period of time. And that's also why we're seeing it's pretty unorganized. It's not a tightly compact storm, but it is still likely to strengthen as it continues to meander towards the north and northwest. So right now there is heavy rainfall along the Florida Panhandle here, from Panama City down through Port St. Joe. So very wet along the coastline here, and the beaches down there. It is just a mess of a morning. And this is the first basically round of rain, because you can see there's a whole lot more wet weather to come. And even up towards our area, we're seeing this counterclockwise flow, and we're getting a good bit of cloud cover up here and a few lingering a few light showers in far east Alabama, but that's basically it for the wet weather in our area. So this is going to continue to track towards the north and northwest and impact the coastline in the next 24 hours. So here's the watches and warnings we have in effect right now. We have a tropical storm warning all the way from New Orleans back through Panama City. We have this hurricane warning right here for the Mobile Bay, the Biloxi area, and Gulfport, Mississippi, because this could become a Category 1 storm as it makes landfall. It would be a weak Category 1 storm, so we're talking potentially wind speeds up to 74 miles per hour, but this is definitely going to be a tropical storm nonetheless. So right now, 65 mile per hour wind sustained, moving at 15 miles per hour. Like I said, that's a pretty quick trek towards the Gulfport, Biloxi area along Mississippi. So this is where the center of the storm is likely going to be. It's likely going to make landfall overnight tonight, but we are going to be seeing the rain and all of that even well before landfall. Storm surge, big issue, as well as flooding rains that are likely along the Gulf Coast here. So by 7 a.m. tomorrow, already into Jackson, still possibly maintaining tropical storm wind speeds, but from there continuing to lose its forward speed, so it's going to slow down and be a huge rainmaker for not only the rest of Mississippi, but up through Arkansas as well. And from there it is just going to curve up to our north and east. So futurecast for rainfall. We are likely going to see anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of rain along the Gulf Coast, possibly even more than that. The main bullseye will be from Biloxi towards Mobile and then back towards Destin, Panama City area. East side of the storm, always the wettest. That's where we have the highest rainfall. Now for us here in the Birmingham area, this isn't going to do much. We may have a few of the outer showers working their way towards our area, but it's more the farther south and west you go, that's where it's likely going to be more of a rainmaker for portions like really south of Montgomery. And then back towards Jackson, that's where the highest rainfall totals will be. Any questions so far?
Just a lot of hellos.
Okay, hello everyone. So main messages with this storm: yes, it's only a tropical storm and may become a weak Category 1 storm. I remember last year when we covered Hurricane and Tropical Storm Nate, that still created a lot of flooding issues and storm surge issues for the casinos along the Mississippi coastline, and also even back towards the Alabama beaches and the Panhandle Gulf Coast beaches. So even if it is not a hurricane when it makes landfall, or even if it's a tropical storm, this can still do a lot of damage with the flooding concerns, storm surge concerns, and obviously the high winds associated with it, because 40-mile-per-hour winds, still nothing to mess around with. So I think that's it. Any questions, post them in the comments, then I'll try to get back with them later. But if not, everyone have a good day and stay safe.